Hello, this is Tanmay, and today in this video we will be discussing about building, that is a part of the measurement matrix that we were discussing about in the previous video. So we were talking about a simple but yet effective way of approaching the measurement journey. So first of all, we will be starting with planning, building, reporting, forecasting, and optimizing, and then after that final step of optimizing, we will start again with planning for a new topic or a new subject. So right now we will be discussing with building, and we'll be just knowing how it works out in the measurement tracking system. So in our measurement journey, we have already planned certain things. That means we have asked ourselves certain questions, and we have also got the information for the same. And after using that information, we have taken certain actions. Now we are into another important stage of our journey, that is the building stage. And the first and the most primary step of this stage is the activation process. So if we talk about activating the things, that means we are getting the things to work, and we are just initializing everything so that we can get started. It can be a simple initialization of GA4, that means Google Analytics 4, or Google Tag Manager integration into your website, the setup of tags, and just a run through of everything that okay, it's running fine, and you can just move ahead with the other steps. So we are basically starting with nothing here as well in the building process, and after that, after starting with nothing, we are just building on that. So initially we start with the activation process, and then we have the basic process. That means we have something to build upon now, and that is the built-in basics stage. That's the second stage of building. So if we talk about that, as previously mentioned, we have already set up the GA4 and GTM onto our systems, and everything is fully integrated and working fine. So now we are just going to implement certain basic things that are already available to us by these services. Like we start using some built-in variables, or we start integrating certain data sources into our systems, and we can also depend upon the inbuilt features that are provided by GTM, built-in features like functions, variables, tags, and other admin settings that we can access. So we can just start structuring the things out, and we are able to get a better picture of everything at this point of our stage. And after we are ready with the setup of basics, then we can move ahead with the customizing process. And before that, you can also consider arson tracking module for getting the answer to a lot of questions around the traffic sources. You can just play around with the traffic sources, and finally you get to the customized stage of the building. So now in this point, you start asking more and bigger questions to yourself. That means GTM custom JS variables. Now you'll have to start implementing them. You have certain questions regarding the data layer pushes, so you start customizing your variables according to them, that they push certain customized data to the data layer. And you can also customize dimensions and metrics. When you talk about the Google Analytics, there's a feature where we can pass on our own custom definitions. So right now we are just improvising everything and customizing it to the best level of optimization. And after that, you can just go on with asking more questions as per the QIA model. And based on the information that you have, you can go for better implementation, that whatever the action calls for. And then after you do that, you can just start playing around with the different data sources. That is, we are talking about the transform stage of our building. So you should pull in data from a lot of different sources and experiment out what actually works for you and what does not works for you. Because putting a single data set is not very much useful. Sometimes you have to gather data from a lot of sources. So you can uh, include a lot of data sets into your combined aggregate data set in the transformation set. So if we talk about the sources and the powerful questions that we have at this stage, you can get them answered using the data here by combining a lot of data sources and seeing them in a single place. You can get help of features like Google Data Studio and BigQuery that can help you in this stage of transformation. So this was all about the building stage of the measurement matrix. And a quick recap for this is you activate the things first, then you build on the basics, then you customize according to your needs. That means on the basics you build something of yours, and after that you optimize everything, that everything comes into the picture. So that's all for this video, and thanks for watching.